Hello Visionary Beauties and Crafters, welcome to the channel, and for those of you returning, welcome back. So today's review is going to be a comparison review on Cricut's Auto Heat Press and HTVRONT's Auto Heat Press. If you want to see how the competition heats up, then please consider watching till the end for more details. Here my husband Kenneth will do a rundown on the features of both heat press machines.
Here are the specs for both heat press machines. The Cricut features a 15-inch by 12-inch ceramic heat plate, while HTVRONT has a 15-inch by 15-inch heat plate. Cricut is only available in white. HTVRONT has two stylish colors, light blue and white. Cricut has a clamshell design that opens up to 23 inches in height. HTVRONT has a sliding base opening design with a clearance of about 1.5 inches. Both machines have removable pads. The Cricut auto adjusts materials up to 2 inches. HTVRONT sets pressure for up to 1 inch. Cricut does not have a manual auto shutoff pressure feature. HTVRONT has an auto shutoff pressure feature. Cricut requires computer connectivity for initial setup. HTVRONT is a plug and play. Cricut has a separate digital display module. HTVRONT has an onboard display module. The Cricut is significantly heavier, weighing 53.2 pounds. HTVRONT weighs in at 38 pounds, which is 15 pounds lighter. Cricut reaches temperatures up to 400 degrees. HTVRONT can go slightly higher at 410 degrees. The Cricut can be stored upright, which would take up less storage space than HTVRONT. Here are some of the safety features. Cricut will shut off after 13 minutes of inactivity. HTVRONT will shut off after 10 minutes. Cricut has future updates capabilities, whereas HTVRONT cannot be updated. Neither machine pressure can be manually adjusted. Both machines have additional features that I didn't mention, but if you want to see reviews on each machine, click on the thumbnails above or check in the description below.
To get the design for this comparison review, I'm going to log into my Cricut design space and search for a design. The rainbow heart will be perfect as it shows a different range in colors for the sublimation portion of the video. Now I'm going to click on my design and shrink it down to the desired size. Now we'll be moving this heart over to the side, as this will be the sublimation design. Scrolling over to the shape tab, I will be selecting a heart. This will be the basic cut for the heat transfer. Sizing both hearts to the desired size, I will then send over the rainbow heart to the printer in the Maker 3 to be printed and cut. Back on design space, I will then send the second heart, which is the basic cut for the HTV vinyl, to the Cricut Maker. With all 4 shapes done, now it's time to test out the heat press. Starting with the Cricut, I'm setting the controls to 260 degrees for 15 seconds. I'm using my iPad to time how long it takes to heat up. During editing, I realized I set the temperature to the wrong setting. Even with the error, both auto presses were set at the same temperature. The actual temperature should have been set at 270 degrees as recommended for polyester. Placing the fabric onto the mat. So there's the beat. As you can see, the Cricut heated up to 260 in about 3 minutes and 34 seconds. I will be prepping the fabric by pressing to remove any wrinkles. I'm using a Teflon sheet. will be using a lint roller to remove any lint. Adding my HTV heart design to the fabric, covering it with the Teflon sheet, which is optional when using HTV, and pressing for 15 seconds. Once you hear the beep, the Cricut will auto-release and open. This vinyl is a warm peel. It appears that the vinyl has blended well in with the fabric. And I will be performing a stretch test. Now I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees at 30 seconds and resetting the timer on my iPad to get ready for the sublimation test. And as far as for sublimation, the Cricut heated up to temp from 260 to 400 in about 3 minutes and 43 seconds. I am now doing the same pre-prep steps as I did for the vinyl.
And work
Using some heat transfer tape, I am now going to place the sublimation design down to the fabric. Even though I know that butcher paper is ideal, and seeing that I didn't have any more, I did use wax paper to make sure that there was no transfer onto my actual plate. I also use a Teflon sheet. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and then I'm going to come back with the HTVRONT Autopress, and we're going to start the process all over again, and then we're going to come back and do the comparisons as far as the prints and the sublimation and the heat transfer vinyl. So the light is flashing now. It'll turn green once it heats up to the desired temperature. Did you hear that popping sound? This machine made this sound previously when I used it. When I first heard that sound, it was a little scary. I'm honestly not sure where that sound comes from, but if you have this press and it's happened to you, please let me know. HTVRONT heated up to temp to 260 in about 3 minutes and 43 seconds. So now I am repeating the same preparation steps as before. Repeating the same steps for sublimation. For the sublimation portion, from 260, the HTVRONT Autopress heated up in about 3 minutes and 15 seconds to a 400-degree temp. I was thoroughly surprised to see how fast it performed. When the HTVRONT press is already heated, it heats up way faster than the Cricut, which is really surprising. The initial heat up is slower than the Cricut, yes, but once it heats up and you need to change from temperatures, it heats up really fast. So let me go ahead and go to the table, compare each of these, and see how they look to compare next to each other. Here are all 4 completed designs. They all came out pretty well, but some look better than others. Let's take a look at them. At first glance, it appears that both heat press applied enough pressure for the fabric to absorb most of the ink, if not all. Setting aside the HTV design, let's take a closer look at the HTV prints. I noticed a slight difference in the color transparency. To be sure, I asked my husband and son what prints they thought was brighter, and they both chose the Cricut one. There is no ghosting or color bleed on either fabric. Now onto the HTV. These also came out really well. I did notice that the HTVRONT did better than the Cricut on these designs. The reason being, the fabric pressed with the Cricut adhered down well, but left a slightly raised edge. The fabric pressed with the HTVRONT was completely embedded into the fabric. So that means we have a tie. Based on all of these facts, these machines are great. It came down to which Autopress is within your budget, and the cons for each machine, which are, the Cricut is on a heavier side, which requires more space for the clamshell opening design. The HTVRONT is more space saving, but an 1.5 inch opening, so it's less feasible for thicker materials like sweaters, and it's easier risk for you to burn your hands. This next one is either a pro or a con. It can probably be both, which is the price. The Cricut costs significantly more at about $700 plus. The HTVRONT Autopress will run you about $300. You can buy at least 3 HTVRONT Autopress for the price of one Cricut. Bottom line, if you're going to be using either of these presses for personal use in crafting on everyday projects, I would suggest go for the less expensive Autopress, which is by HTVRONT. Keep in mind, it does not have future upgradable software capabilities, while the Cricut does have this feature. If you will be using this for a business, I say go for the Cricut. Either way, they both consider investments and come with a 1-year warranty. All in all, they are both great contenders compared to higher costing Autopresses on the market. You can find both of these on Amazon or on each of their respective brands' websites. This concludes my review. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. Also, consider subscribing. I would love to have you here as part of my channel. Hit the like button. Also, turn your post notifications. By doing so, it allows my content to reach more people who may find my reviews helpful, and allow the affordability for me to keep bringing you great content to help you save and make a more informed decision when making your purchases. I appreciate you taking the time out to watch this review. Stay up to date with me on my other social media platforms. Information for this video will be down in the description box below. Stay fabulous and be your own vision of beauty. Till next time, bye.